Oops. Oh my god. Didn't mean to open up Final Cut. Hi guys. How's everyone doing today? Hi from Mexico. How cool. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks for joining me today, guys. If you haven't seen or heard, I am now on Patreon, and I do these Lullaby live stream series on there monthly. I do them once a month. So yeah, I decided to open it up to everybody today. So it's fun to see all the comments and all you guys. It's awesome to kind of get in touch with you and see how everyone's doing. How are you guys doing? I think it's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. It's release day of the instrumentals. Yay! Which is kind of why we're having the live stream to celebrate, and I'll be playing a couple of those songs, but I'll sing as well, just because why not? So yeah, Friday. You guys are Friday after classes. Oh yeah, last days of vacation for some of you guys till you go back to school. Yeah, the summer is kind of coming to a close, I guess. It's already mid or actually late August. Yeah, but I've been kind of trying to savor the wonderful weather we've been having. Jacob is asking if I'm going to upload this to YouTube later. I definitely will. With all of my live streams, for the most part, they get added to my videos. So if you miss a live stream or you have to leave early or miss the beginning, it'll all be here for you. So don't worry, unless something terrible happens and I mess up so badly that I decide not to post it. But I think for the most part, yes, all of them will be archived. Or is that the right word? Is archived? Does it matter if it's unlisted or not? Anyway, it'll be there for you. It is a dress. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. I think Henry and I might go out to dinner afterwards, so I thought to dress up and yeah. So let's just wait a little bit longer till, just so some other people can kind of sprinkle in here. Oh, and I'm glad you guys are liking the instrumentals. It's really nice for me when some of my favorite artists get to post their instrumentals. Like I know Imogen Heap does that a lot. So it's so cool to hear what's going on underneath the vocals. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you in case some of you are interested in that also, because these songs were so much fun to produce and work on. Just so I'm glad to kind of give the other instruments the spotlight for a little bit, because they don't usually get to be in the spotlight. Henry is doing great. He's been working on some new music, as he always is, and it's very exciting. He's got a new project going on, so he's been pretty busy. But yeah, he's been good. We've been good. Yeah, we just had our 6-year anniversary last week, and it was so wonderful. It's hard to believe that we've been together for 6 years, but yes, it's. I feel very, very lucky, and yeah, the first song I'm going to sing tonight, I wrote about Henry. Yeah, it is When You Come Home. I don't usually write love songs, but I just couldn't help myself write this one. Oh, wow. You remember my cover of Kids by MGMT? That was so long ago. Um, I don't have plans to re-record and release that, but maybe it might be fun to revisit that and see how I might make it a little updated. How do I pronounce my YouTube name? It is Mree, just like my real name is Mree, spelled Marie, but for my artist name, it's spelled Mree, but pronounced the same way. So, yeah. All right. Oh, thank you guys so much. I love reading your comments. Hi Gary, I'm glad you like a river, and I'm glad your cat likes it too. Um, oh, I should do a reaction video. I don't know. It is very cringy for me to go back and watch those videos. But anyway, we're almost 10 minutes in, and I feel like we should get going on some music. I think we've got the main group here. I haven't started making Christmas cards yet, but that's a great reminder. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, last year I made many little hand-drawn Christmas cards to go along with my Silver and Gold EP, and I just did not expect the amount of support and orders from you guys, so I was just like making cards all day. So yes, it is a good reminder. I should get started on that because I would like to do it again this year. Okay, so let's get going. This is the first song tonight, and it's going to be When You Come Home. Like always, I suggest that you do listen on some headphones if you have some, just because it'll sound better and you can hear me more clearly. But yeah, it's whatever you like. Okay, here we go. When you come home, I feel the earth start to change. I am alive, I am alive, I am in love with this place. I love it most, how you whisper my name, and so I catch it in a bottle for my lonelier days. The moment slows inside the palm of your hand. Oh, I could stay like this forever, or as long as we can. And in the morning, I pour a warm cup of tea and hope you'll stay a little longer, stay a lifetime with me. 'Cause when you go, like summer gives to the rain, I am uncertain, but I'm certain I am losing my way. When you let go, I don't see straight anymore. I am
sight of your face, I feel it all. I feel the warmth of every long summer day. And like an angel, you circle back with a kiss. You are the one I'm dreaming of. You are the one, you are the one. You lifted me up with every step that I take. You are the reason, you're the answer when I'm drifting away. And through it all, when I start making a mess, you are forgiving, everlasting. You're my everything. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one who holds my heart. You are the one. You are the When you come home, I feel the earth start to change. I am alive, I am alive. There is a reason to stay.
That song always gets me a little emotional. Okay, I can take a breath now. Let me go back and read your comments. Okay, so you're taking vocal lessons and you've been struggling a lot with supporting properly when singing quietly. You do it so beautifully, thank you, and still keep vibrato. Do you have any tips? So I guess I had been, it took me a while to have control over my head voice versus my chest voice in choir. I was an alto, and so I didn't think I could ever sing high with the same kind of like confidence as I did singing lower things. But I think maybe what has helped me is like definitely being smart about where you're taking your breath in the song, because when you're singing higher like that, or if you're singing more airy or softly, for me at least, I tend to lose a lot of air faster. So I would say make sure you plan your breaths in a place where you feel like, if you have a long phrase, just get a lot, and make sure you're breathing into your diaphragm and not your chest, which is, I'm sure, what your vocal teacher is telling you to do. But those are some things that I have found helpful for me. Let's see. Oh no. Hello. Okay. So it's gonna occasionally, we're gonna have a little occasional weird noises, but I'll try and fix them as they go along. Okay, so let's see. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you like that song. You don't sound that different from your actual singles? Do you use other effects on your voice on your singles? I really do not do a lot to my vocals. Contrary to what some people say on YouTube, I do not use auto-tune. I make sure I get a lot of takes so that every note is in tune without having to use Melodyne or anything like that. But I don't treat them very heavily with things. I mean, right now, all I have is my reverb that I like to use and some EQ just so you can hear me better. But that's pretty much it. And that's kind of how I treat my vocals before I get them mixed. And when Henry mixes them, yeah, we don't like to change the sound of it too much. We just want to help it read in the mix and make sure it's in the forefront of everything. So yeah, there's not a lot going on behind the scenes that you guys aren't hearing now live. Okay, sorry guys. I just want to make sure I'm answering your questions. Michi is asking if I speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I took Spanish in school all throughout like elementary school and high school. But I'm not fluent or anything. But I think I can understand decently. Okay. Oh, this I can answer. When do you think you'll be able to do a concert in NYC? I am planning a trip in end of November, beginning of December, and am planning on playing at Rockwood, one of the venues I loved playing at when I lived in New York. So I don't have a date for that yet, but that's definitely happening. So yeah, yay. Okay, so before I talk too much, let's go into the next song and we can chat afterwards. And yeah, okay, so this song is also off of the EP, and usually I play it on electric guitar, but today I'm gonna just play it on piano, mix it up a little bit. Oopsie. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is Kiki's song. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I forgot my reverb. That felt terrible. I gotta. There we go. fun little jumpy song. So yeah, I wrote that song. I wrote that song because of my love for the movie Kiki's Delivery Service. Yeah, I saw that film when I was a kid, along with Spirited Away, and I love all of the films. They just feel so magical and lovely, and I love the feeling of the town that Kiki finds herself in, and I really related to the dark times she was having in the movie, and feeling kind of not in touch with her true nature. And I think that it's very natural for creative people to have that ebb and flow. But yeah, so that's what this song is about. Did I get to see Kiki in theaters last month? No, I didn't see Kiki's Delivery Service, but earlier this year I saw it at the Science Museum, and they have a huge screen. So it was so wonderful to see that. I love that film so much. When do you think you'll add embroidery to your store? I remember you mentioning it. Very soon. I wanted to have a few different kinds of varieties and different colors of embroidery to share with you guys. But I did just finish a piece that has blue flowers, reminds me of Cinderella. And I will hopefully get those up soon for you guys. They take a long time. I mean, it's they're pretty small pieces, but it's everything is a tiny little thread, and it takes a while, but I love doing it. It's very fun. So hopefully I will get those on my website for you guys shortly. Do you like Spirited Away? I love Spirited Away. That's definitely one of my favorites, as well as Totoro. And Princess Kaguya was very, very wonderful. And when Marnie was here or there, I always get that mixed up. Anyway, pretty much all of them I absolutely adore. Christiana is asking, are you a full-time artist or do you have another job? Nope, I am a full-time artist, and have been fortunately since I started. So thanks to you guys for supporting me. Yes, I can do this as my full-time job. Oh, cat fuss. My favorite Ghibli character besides Kiki. I really like Mei from Totoro. When watching that movie, her sister Setsuki, right? She reminds me of my older sister, and I'm Lena's younger sister, so I always kind of made that connection that like Lena's Setsuki and I am Mei. So I really like Mei too. I've got one more song for you guys tonight, but we can still chat afterwards. I'll just answer this. Do you do weddings? Yes, I do weddings. I really like singing for first dances and when the bride walks down the aisle. I love performing during those times. So yes, I do. And if you're interested, let me know. Okay, let's go to the last song for tonight. And this one is not off of the EP. I just wanted to have some fun with this song. And if you guys are members of my Patreon, you know I've kind of been having this common thread of singing Disney songs because I also love them very much. And today I will be singing Colors of the Wind. I adore that song so much. So yeah, this is Colors of the Wind. And I won't forget reverb this time. Okay. Is this right? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come rolling all the riches all around you. And for once never wondered what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we're all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high can a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether we are white or copper skin, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountains. Need to paint with all the colors of the wind.
song so much. Um, oh, oh my gosh, you remember me from my ukulele days. Thank you for your support throughout the years. Aurora, that's a very sweet comment. I've been very emotional lately, and honestly, during when you come home and Colors of the Wind, I'm like, oh my God, don't cry, Mree, because I love that song so much. It's so beautiful, just the chords that they use and the melody. It's very, very masterful song. Um, Any plans to release any Disney covers with a studio version? I would love to do that. But first things first. I am in the middle of making an EP that is kind of the essence of like a river and silver and gold, those kinds of more instrumental music. I just wanted to make something you could put on and relax and calm down to. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. Whoops. And after that, yeah, that would be great to do a Disney album. Those songs are so fun to sing. Oh, you have an exam tomorrow. Thanks for taking your time to tune in and probably taking a break from your studying. But good luck with your exam. Possible release date for the next EP. I really have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Once I hand it into my label, they'll let me know what a good release time for it will be. But until then, I have no idea. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Chloe. Your question is, I'd love to send some gifts to you. Do you have anywhere I or other fans could send you gifts? That's so sweet. Right now, I have a PO box, but it's a very small one. So if it's anything other than a letter, I probably can't receive it. But that is very sweet of you. I don't have that online anywhere, but I could share it with I think Chloe. I remember. Are you on Patreon? Are you in Discord? I'll send you if you are, I'll send you a message with the PO box. Any plans for clothing merch? Right now, not yet. I feel like I have so many things I want to do before I get to the clothing merch, but definitely down the line I will update the selection that I have. Yeah, I haven't had new t-shirts up for sale since Winterwell release. I think I haven't made any other designs than that, but yeah, I don't know. What would be fun to do is hats, but I could embroider them with flowers. I would like that. Where is your farm at in Stardew Valley? I stopped playing for quite a while, um, but it's it's in a good place. I think I'm on year 3, and I have a horse named Racer that I love, and just growing a lot of fruits and vegetables. So it's a great time. I have been playing. Okay, I finally got a PlayStation 4, so I have been playing the Kingdom Hearts series. I got a crazy deal on the console, and I got Kingdom Hearts 1.1 through 2.5 or something. That box set that has like 4 or 5 games in it. And so I'm playing Birth by Sleep now because I had never played it before since I didn't have a PSP. And I love it. It's so much fun. I love it. So I'm just going to play them in order. And I do have Kingdom Hearts 3. I started playing it with my brother when he came to visit, and the graphics look incredible. But yeah, I'm going to hold off until I go through the whole storyline because yeah, there's few games that I had not ever played before. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Me and Henry are playing Birth by Sleep and really loving it. Um, oh, thank you, Michi. I'm glad you like my cover or Face My Fears. I don't know if you're talking about my cover, but I'm glad you like that song. How long have I been singing? Um, Professionally, probably almost 10 years, maybe. I guess I started like performing and releasing around like 16, 17, and I'm 25 now, so that's almost 10 years. So yeah, that's a chunk of time, I guess. um, will I be selling any of my embroidery? Yes, I will. I just need to make, or maybe, I don't know. I want to make a couple more pieces before I put them online, but yes, they will definitely be up for sale. Where's my doggy? Here's Chippy. Oh, looks a little scruffy today. I told myself I wouldn't sleep with Chippy because he'd get all his hair will get all matted, but my other stuffed animal toys need to be put in the wash because I had never washed them, and that's gross. So I have been sleeping with Chippy here. He's a very great cuddle friend. Oh, he's so cute. I love dogs, and he looks like the kind of breed that I'm in love with. I love Norwich Terriers, and when I got Chippy, he was for sale as a Cairn Terrier, but he looks like a lot like a Norwich to me, and I really adore that. Where's Ducky? Ducky's over there. I will never ever get rid of Ducky. Matthew is asking, are you pulling the audio from your keyboard or using it as a MIDI controller to trigger a VST instrument? I am using it for MIDI because the sound of my keyboard is like really funny. I guess you guys can't hear that. So yeah, I will never use that. But yeah, I'm using Ivory. It's one of my favorite grand piano plugins. um, any chance of getting a live lava lamp cover. I hadn't considered that, but that'd be fun. That bass line, those chords are a bit of a challenge, so maybe I'll do some looping or something, but I will add that to the list. Harvest Moon. Have I sang that one live yet on my Patreon live streams? I think I was about, no, I think I did. I can't remember. No, I don't think I did. Have you ever considered re-recording older songs? Yeah, I have thought about it. I definitely listening back to my Grow album and stuff of Winterwell too. There's a lot of things I would do differently that it would be fun to revisit and see how I would make that song today. But yeah, that might happen in the future. But right now, focusing on the instrumental calm EP. Mm-hmm. Oh, Little Bird. Yes, that's a nice one to sing live. Did you ever experiment and make a pop song? For my side project, Perlo, Perlo, that I have with Henry, our latest EP, we were attempting to do pop, but I guess our version, I don't think I could ever make a pop song like one that you would hear on the radio or I don't know, just that kind of genre. I don't have that in me, you know. Although they're fun to sing, I would always put my Mree twist on it, which would probably entail lots of harmonies and like pretty sounds. So yeah, I think if I attempted to do a pop thing, like for instance, like Harvest Moon was like, oh man, this is my poppiest song up to date. But compared to actual pop songs, people are like, oh, this is so calming. And I was like, what? This is pop. It's not supposed to be calming, but I guess I'm just, you know, in my own Mree world, that is my version of pop. Ryan is asking which song that I've written means the most to me. Means the most to me. Means the most to me. That's a deep question. I don't know. I feel like I go to some of my songs if I don't know. Okay, like my favorite or favorite, I don't know if that's the right word, but When You Come Home is definitely up there. But also I think Silver and Gold, that song has a special place in my heart. I just really loved working on that and makes me feel good. So maybe that one too. But Yeah, I think it's hard for me to answer just because I I would probably choose different songs for different reasons. What is your favorite song to sing live? Um, I think my favorite song to sing is The Laundry Bin on guitar, um, or Winter on guitar also. I played those two um, when I was on that mini tour last year and for my album release show, and I like those songs because I feel like I can really live inside of them when I'm playing them live. I think because they're kind of older songs, but um, both written on piano, right? Laundry Bin and yeah, they're both written on piano. So I think transferring them over to guitar just breathe a new life into them, and so I really love playing those two live. Um, do you like Imogen Heap's songs? Yes, I love Imogen Heap. She's been a huge inspiration to me throughout the years. So I love her. I saw her perform live a couple months ago, and it was so amazing. She's so talented and creative and just awesome. I love her. Um, oh, I wasn't intentionally humming Frozen. Maybe I was, but I was just humming. um, how did you meet Henry? Henry and we were thinking about this the other night. We had known of each other for almost maybe like for 8 years or something. We've known of each other because when I had released Grow, I think. No. Yeah, when I had released Grow, Henry, he made a cover of one of my songs, and I, uh, I loved it, and we just kind of sent a couple emails back and forth. But I was in New Jersey, and he was in Washington, so I was like, oh, whatever. Maybe we'll meet one day, but I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't know. I haven't had much luck with guys, but I was in New York for college, and Henry was there helping a friend for some music work, and we met up for dinner, and we both just knew then and there that we were gonna be together. So yeah, I really struck gold with Henry. I'm very, very, very fortunate that I found my person. What character do I identify with in Kingdom Hearts? I think, I usually say Naminé because she, um, she's kind of like a very, she's like a healer kind of person, she's trying to put together Sora's memories and put things back into place. And I think I just kind of gravitate towards that because I think my version of putting things into place is through making music, and yeah, hopefully helping, healing other people who listen. So yeah. Would you ever release stems to a track for the community to remix? That would be very cool. As of right now, I'm not sure how that would work with my label, especially with all like the royalties and copyright stuff. But I could have a conversation about that, and in the future, kind of think about what kind of songs I would want to share the stems of. Are you planning to do a Don't Think Twice cover? No, I am not. I am done with those songs for now. I mean, if they make another Kingdom Hearts and do another theme song that I love, I will do it. But I just don't really feel connected to Don't Think Twice. I felt more of a connection to Face My Fears. So I do not do things that I don't feel inspired by. That's where I draw the line. So I mean, it's a fine song, but I don't have like a strong want to explore that in a different way, which I know breaks a lot of people's hearts, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Is there a Q&A planned anytime soon? Q&A other than right now, this Q&A, I did just release the Q&A video not too long ago, so I don't have one planned in the books just yet because I feel like I recently did one, but I'd like to kind of keep up some sort of series where I kind of do the same thing, collect some of your questions and answer them in a nice environment with a nice camera and share those with you guys. So I mean, there'll definitely be Q&A stuff in the future, but not soon, I guess. Oh yeah, The Sims. I love The Sims. It makes me feel very nostalgic listening to the Sims, like the original soundtrack. I usually have that on while I clean the house, and it's really nice. What digital workstation do you use? I work in Pro Tools, and I have an Apollo Twin as my converter, and I love it. It's great. I do almost all of my recording on it, unless I'm at the studio. But it's a great setup, and I like it a lot. How does your songwriting process look like? Do you usually write one song at a time, or do songs sort of show up piece by piece? Normally I like to work on a song from start to finish, and then move on to a different song. And the way that usually works is definitely music, melody first, and then lyrics afterwards. Yeah, I like for the music to inform the words, because I don't feel that I am a super strong lyricist. Words aren't as you can tell, I'm not great with words. So definitely my heart is more in music, harmonies, melodies, things like that. So I tend to focus on that first, and then kind of sing some random gibberish words here and there until I start figuring out what this song is about. Any Mree baking videos for YouTube? I actually just got a tripod that can hold your iPhone, because for the longest time, whenever I'm wanting to share food, baking, cooking things, it's, as you probably know, very hard to do it with one hand. So I just got that, and am definitely wanting to do some baking and cooking videos of me in the kitchen, and so hopefully I'll get a hang on that, and think up some recipes that I think you guys you guys would like. So yeah, I'm glad I finally got that. Um, how many instruments do you know how to play? Um, I mean, guitar and piano are my main two. I have dabbled in other things. I can get by on bass because I play guitar and they're very similar. Um, I used to play trumpet in high school, and that was that was fun. I wanted to play flute so badly, but my band teacher insisted that I play trumpet, which I just did because I was a good student and did it. But I had always wanted to play flute. Um, I think I remember. Yeah, I still remember how to play a scale on trumpet. Um, but it's been a long, long time since I've played. But anyway, yeah, piano and guitar are pretty much my main two instruments that I kind of go back and forth on when I'm writing and making music. Thanks, you guys, for the kind comments about my lyrics. There are songs definitely that I feel like I feel strongly about and I feel like I can stand behind. But in terms of creative process, the lyric part of it is always way harder for me than the musical part of it. Eric, yeah, I think they needed to balance a band, but she didn't tell me. She I wish she would have just flat out said like, "Oh, I mean, you could play flute, but we really need someone to play trumpet," versus being like, "I think you'd be really good at trumpet." And I was like, "Okay." Um, so I just gave in and played trumpet, but yeah, I think they did. I think there were a lot of flute players, and I just was unfortunately I didn't get there in time to claim a flute, but that's fine. I did enjoy trumpet for the time I played, but I hated practicing, and it's a loud instrument and I'm not a loud person, so it just didn't really stick. So yeah. Um, Alex is asking, I've always gotten a sense of nostalgia and missing family slash places in your songs. Would you relate to that or entirely different? I think you're right on the money. I do tend to write, I guess, about nostalgic things, kind of longing, and I guess of uh, loneliness in a way. Maybe not always super like obviously, but I think that growing up as a shy, introverted person, that's kind of always been a common thread for me about wanting to fit in, but not always being able to. And so I think there's a part of me that always has a tendency, like that's kind of my my dark spot in my in my world. So I think, yeah, I do tend to write songs about that, about those kinds of things. But it's nice that I can write songs about things that are important to me, and someone might listen to it and feel similarly. So it's nice to know for me that I'm not alone. There's a lot of people out there who feel similarly. So yeah. It's 7 o'clock already. I'll answer a few more questions if you have some, and then I am gonna eat dinner because I'm hungry. Do you think you and Henry are similar or more like opposites? Um, for in a lot of ways, we're very, very different. He is, which is why I was, I think, so, which is why we were so attracted to each other. You know, opposites attract. But he's very charismatic. He's really good with his words. He's witty. He's really silly, and um, yeah, he's, I think, more of a confident and charismatic person, whereas I am kind of more, I like kind of keep to myself. But it's wonderful. We balance each other out really, really nicely. And what's also wonderful is that we both do music full time, so we both know kind of the struggles of it and can help each other out. And you know, no one really understands what you're going through better than someone who's going through the same thing. So um, I am so grateful that we have that, and it can be a challenge sometimes. You know, two musicians working from home is can be straining, but we're making it work, and it's, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so happy for the life that we have here. Um, what do you and Henry like to do when you're hanging out? Play video games. Um, yeah, I mean, it started with Zelda. That's the first game we played together, and then um, after that, we did um, Night in the Woods, which was really, really, really fun, especially in the fall. I recommend it if you haven't played it yet. It's a very fun um, narrative story. It's a little bit dark, but it makes me feel nostalgic. You know, it's set in the fall time, and yeah, it was a fun game to play together. But yeah, now and then we played Firewatch, and now we're on to Kingdom Hearts. So we've been making our way through some games, and I'm happy that we do that together, because I had just kind of initially thought that, oh, it's just like a thing I like to do, but he really likes it. So yeah, we play at games, and we like to go on walks and things like that. Oh, Ori and the Blind Forest. Yes, I've been eyeing that game for a long time, and I think it's, if I am remembering correctly, it's coming to Switch pretty soon. Yeah, I I've been hearing great things about that game and the art and the music. So yeah, I think that's definitely on my list. And oh, also Life is Strange. I really, really want to play that series. I don't know if some of you guys have played it and have good things to say about it, but yeah, I wanna play that game. Um, oh my god. Oh, you saw me play at Chelsea Market. Um, will I ever do performance again at NYC? Yes. I mentioned earlier that I am coming to the East Coast and am planning on playing a show at Rockwood Music Hall, and that will be in probably beginning of September. I mean December, end of November, that time. Um, how did I learn to play the piano? Um, I I started off just kind of messing around, enjoying like writing little things for myself, and then my mom found this amazing piano teacher who taught me how to play by ear, because I hated theory. I still do. I don't read sheet music. I really don't. I have a patience for a lot of things, but I do not have it for theory and watching or trying to figure out notes and stuff. So he taught me how to play by ear, and really promoted, or not promoted, encouraged me to compose more, and you know, just see where that could go. And so yeah, I think I was around I think I started playing piano around 5 and um, found my teacher 6 or 7 or maybe later. I don't remember. I don't know. I have a bad concept of time, but um, yeah, I started pretty early on when I was a kid. Okay. Last question. Mree, do you plan to ever release your albums on vinyl? I'd love to hang Winterwell and Empty Nest on my wall. Um, I don't know yet. I know I have received a few requests for that. Um, and if I do, I'd probably do a limited batch just because physical things are kind of phasing out, and you know, I I want to think about the environmental kind of aspect of things too. So, but I do understand, this the having something tangible, and I've held on to CDs that I've gotten in the past because they, it's something special about having the physical copy. So, yes, I definitely will consider it. And Yeah, I don't know how soon that will be again through my label. I think I have to order a certain amount for it to make sense, but I will definitely consider those. Um, okay, so here we are at the end of the live stream. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Um, so, as I mentioned before, if you enjoy these Lullaby live streams, I do them every month. On If you're a part of my Patreon family, I do a Lullaby live stream, and then if you sign up for the tea time tier, then I also do a tea time live stream where I just kind of hang out, answer questions, and talk to you guys, update you guys and stuff. So I do those two. If you're interested in having a monthly dose of Mree songs and music, so if you're interested, I think there's a link in the description of this video. If not, you can just go on patreon.com/Mree Music, and I'm there. And yeah, it's been fun. I've got a Discord going with some chat rooms, and I do song production walkthroughs as well, and song demo snippets, updates, behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, that's there if you guys are interested. But yeah, other than that, what did I want to say? Oh yeah, the instrumentals for the middle are out today. So I think there's a link in the description of this live stream for you to listen to them. I made a video of the whole instrumental EP where you can kind of listen to the thing from start to finish if you'd like to. Otherwise, they're on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, and I think pretty much everywhere else that music lives on. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great Friday evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are, and an awesome rest of your weekend. And I will see you next time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.